Welcome to the 2011 Brian Harris Chevrolet Children's Hospital BASS Classic. And now, your host, Jimmy Frederick.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Brian Harris Children's Hospital BASS Classic. I'm Jimmy Frederick. We launched from Stephensville, Louisiana at Doiron's Landing, and we have 171 boats, a record for the Brian Harris BASS Classic. 342 fishermen will be trying to win $12,500. It's going to be the largest string of 5 live bass when they come to weigh in at 3 o'clock. We're going to be showing you all the great action as we go throughout the day. It's spotty weather. It's going to be interesting to see how big the stringers are going to be this year. Of course, we're also here to raise a lot of money for the Children's Hospital in New Orleans. They do such great work throughout South Louisiana. So we've got a lot of bass action coming up. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a lot more. The Brian Harris Children's Hospital BASS Classic returns after this.
If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
Well, you know, I've had the privilege of working at Children's Hospital for over 25 years, and I've seen it grow and expand and meet the needs of the children of this region. And it's a very rewarding place to work because it's really focused on mission. And the mission is to provide the best in medical and surgical care for children, for all children. And one of the things that has happened over the years in seeing that growth is that you know, when we look at the end of last year, we served over 60,000 children throughout the region. And that's a big number. They were either treated on an inpatient or an outpatient basis. And what I'm proud to say is that no child was ever turned away because of a family's inability to pay. Having said that, though, we are the #1 provider of care to children whose family do have insurance. So what's important is that we are there for your child. And we hope that your child or the people out in the community who are listening to me today, we hope you never have to use Children's Hospital. But what a great resource that it's available to you. And it's available to your children, your grandchildren, your next door neighbors, your friends. And so if I had a message that I would send out right now is that we're there. And keep us in mind. Keep it in the back of your mind. But when something might happen, we're there for you. We're Children's Hospital in New Orleans, not Children's Hospital of New Orleans. You know, one of the things that we're doing right now is that the money from this tournament is going to pay for our brand new helicopter. This is the first time we've actually purchased a helicopter, and the reason we did that is to be able to reach out into the region to make sure we can respond quickly to situations where kids are critical and they need care now. You know, they call it the golden hour. There's a period of time when something happens to being able to respond as quickly as possible. And we have a helipad at the hospital. We have a team of pilots who are there 24/7, and we have trauma teams that are transport teams that are available. Actually, when the call comes in, they're ready to dispatch immediately. And so this is an important investment in the children of our region, and we're excited about that. And it's through the support of this tournament and other support from the community and throughout the region that helps us be able to provide that. This is the 8th tournament that they've had, and we're coming in for the first time. And you know, the measure of a good tournament is not what happens when things go well. It's when things don't go quite as well as you had hoped. And of course, there's no control over the weather. The weather is. And I will tell you that the team of volunteers, and the organizers, they just took it in stride, and it's in great shape and ready for the fishermen to come into the docks and enjoy themselves with food and drink, and it's just going to be a great afternoon, and again, it's a celebration of certainly of a fundraiser, FUN, meaning having fun out there, and the FUND, which is the proceeds which will come to Children's Hospital. We're excited about it. The other thing, of course, is that, you know, I really want to thank Mike Venerable and Brian Harris Chevy for their sponsorship. And they don't just give their money. They give their time and their effort. They're integrated into this tournament to make it a success. Brian comes to all the meetings, and he was well represented at the pre-party, and he's here. Actually, he was out fishing today, so we'll see how well he did when he comes in. And then, of course, Cabela's coming in with their support, having the pre-party there, and they've just been extremely generous and supportive of this entire tournament. And it's reflective of their community-minded spirit and what they do for the people who live in the area. So again, we're excited about it. It's a nice partnership, and we look forward to being a part of this for years to come. And the last thing, I want to thank all those fishermen out there. We really appreciate you all supporting us in this way. We had 172 boats, I believe, is the number, and that's a fantastic number.
If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869, or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797, or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
Well, we kind of changed the rules up just a little bit this year. Instead of having a blast off on your own recognizance, we actually had a numbered blast off this year, and we had some things that we had to do in order to try and get this tournament a little bit more safe than what it's been in the past. And we asked the fishermen to wear PFDs whenever the big engine was running, and we have a 5-fish limit, 14 inches or larger. And it looks like from all the reports that we got off this morning and after lunch today, that it looks like they're going to have some fish weighed in today.
Welcome back to the Brian Harris Children's Hospital Bass Classic. Well, as you can tell, we're on the water here in South Louisiana, and you never know what the weather's going to do. We've seen a lot of sunshine early. Now the clouds have rolled in, and the wind has picked up a little bit. We're expecting some rain. The question is, how will this affect the bass catching that these guys are going to be doing? Well, it's time to find out. We'll check in with some of the fishermen right now.
Today we took the east side. Looked like the water was starting to jump up on the spillway side yesterday, really through this week. I know they did real well last weekend, but we've been on some fish over here, and we decided to stay with the fish. So that's how we ended up on this side today.
Yeah, we've probably caught about 15 fish so far this morning, and only had 3 keepers so far.
hunt and peck. That's all we're doing. We're trying to figure something out. You know, we were hoping to. And we catching fish, we just can't catch keepers, you know. You got one little small keeper in the boat, we getting plenty bites, and just hoping maybe it turns around eventually.
With the weather that we had coming in this morning and all, we were real reluctant about coming, but we knew it was going to be for a good cause, and we really wanted to come out here and try to put in a good effort.
New to this area. The plan coming in was kind of, I don't know, I come yesterday and looked around, things are different than it was yesterday. We have picked up a couple fish, one good keeper on plastic. Just go as you feel it as you go out, I don't know.
If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
Approached to be involved with this tournament, and we were able to host the pre-tournament party. So we were allowed to have all the fishermen come in, try Cabela's food, and of course they got to pick up their last-minute items. We thought this was a great marriage with the hospital, Brian Harris, and this organization because it helps the community, it helps the kids, and ultimately it's our core customers that we want to benefit. So Cabela's ultimately wants to always help the community and the children. And so when we were approached with this tournament, that was what it benefited. It's one thing to host a bunch of neighborhood tournaments, but to have this to help such a wide variety of people, a big organization like this, it seemed like it was going to be effective. So that's why we signed on. So we were very proud to be here today to help out and even come out in the rain and be a part of it.
We started talking to Children's Hospital, and of course my wife and my daughter Jennifer, my wife Karen, my daughter Jennifer, we're basically dedicated to helping children. We've been involved in this for over 30 years, and we know what families go through. We know what kind of situation you're in when you do this. A lot of times we visit these families, and the mom and dad will say, "You have no idea how difficult this is," and we do. We understand. And that's why we do this. Children's Hospital, every time I talk to someone, they said, I had a nephew, I had a niece, I had a neighbor's child that went to the Children's Hospital. So we started talking to them, and what a partnership. They're just full speed ahead with us.
What I like about this tournament is it's all about the kids in the local area, and the money stays here in the local area is what I like. And I mean, I can't say enough about Mr. Venable and what he's done for this organization, the crosses. I mean, the volunteers. It's all just for a great cause, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
We're at the famous Groves Marina where the popular show Swamp People filmed. We caught some guys fishing right around the corner. Check it out.
Caught a few short fish this morning. Just missed 2 good ones that we saw get off. Like 2.5 pound fish. Hopefully turn on a little later.
Well, we fish it every year, and this is just about the only tournament we fish. So we just donate our money for a good cause.
Try to pick them up on a spinnerbait. That's what they've been on. Don't know if it's going to hold up.
You got to help the children. You know, it's just a thing you got to do.
To have fun and do it for the children. It's all to help the children out.
Being at work.
And it does beat being at work. Only if we can catch up and get some fish.
As you can see, the rain has moved in. We didn't quite make it back to Doiron's landing before we got soaked. A lot of fishermen still on the water. Question is, will they be able to catch fish? We'll find out.
No, no.
We'll bring it on over there.
Fishing well, these get them up here, and we'll throw and get them quickly.
5 fish all live. Trading live well. Hey, Danny.
When that ball came through.
Got 5.
They are all alive.
All right, we got a blue light.
That one.
All right, guys, right now you're in the lead. Big bass, 5.63. Who caught that one?
Peter. Me.
Peter, tell me about it. What? First of all, where were you guys?
It was about midway of the spillway.
It seemed like a lot of people were fishing on that side. Is that where y'all plan on going regardless?
Right, that's where we plan on going from the get-go.
Any reason?
Well, that's on, we want to try to win it, and that's the good spot to go,
That's where you know. Well, tell me what you caught the big bass on. 5.63 is awesome.
Yeah, spinnerbait. Yeah, 3/8 ounce spinnerbait.
How about the bite out there? It had to have been a little slow with the way the weather was doing.
Slow early in the morning, but picked up later on during the day.
Where were you when that big, hard rain, and everybody say a tornado came through? What were you guys doing? How'd y'all manage?
No, it was just a lot of hard rain. I mean, it was hard to throw, but we kept throwing. We kept it going.
Well, 20.4, I believe, is what your stringer came in. That's a tremendous effort.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good. We caught a lot of fish. We sure did. Caught a lot.
If this holds up, big prize money on the line. What you gonna do with it?
I guess split it first thing.
Then we'll first and just pay off a few little things.
Something to say about where the rest goes.
Well, guys, listen, we appreciate y'all being out here, and I wanted to get one more word about what a great charity this is. And I know it didn't matter what y'all did, but it was good that y'all donated, and we appreciate it. How about the charity? What did you feel about that?
I think this is a good thing for hospital and stuff like that. So
you can tell by the turnout how good it is. How many boats were there? I never got. That's tremendous. That's a lot.
Not a single person canceled. Not a single boat canceled out.
That is good. That's great.
Well, guys, we appreciate y'all being out here. Thank y'all so much, and we're hoping it holds up. Thanks a lot, guys. Peter and Vic, they got the big bass and the big string right now. We'll see if that lands him in the winner's circle.
If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
7, 6, 5, 4, 8, 2, 1.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
It's been a tremendous tournament. We had a record this year. We exceeded our best year, which was 156 boats. We'd had 172, and I truly believe if the weather had cooperated just a little bit more, we'd have hit our 200, which was our goal. But we'll get it next year. I was told by somebody there were no cancellations. Everybody that had signed up came in and fished, and just shows you the type of people we have around here, how dedicated they are to fishing and how good they are about supporting these charities and these special kids that are being taken care of by Children's Hospital all across the state. Every parish benefits from Children's Hospital. We had an interesting day, to say the least. The fishing was great. We had about a little over 16 pounds. I got lucky and got a pretty big fish, a 4-pounder, and we were making a move. We still had about 2 hours left to cull fish and to improve our number, and somehow we hit a log that was kind of underneath the water, and thank God we weren't going real fast, because I think we'd have, as it was, it came close to losing it. But anyway, we lost our motor, and we had to wait for a little while for somebody to come get us, but everything worked out, and overall it was still a great day. We started the first few tournaments with $10,000, and last year we said, let's sweeten the pot a little bit, and especially we're going with Children's Hospital, we wanted to really make this tournament a big success, and it worked. And like I said, we were tickled to death. Well, these bass fishermen, they're tenacious. They're not going to let a little bad weather get in the way of them supporting charity and catching fish and competing with each other. So as it turned out, even though we didn't hit our 200, we still had a record for the tournament, 172 boats. That's tremendous, and it's probably the largest tournament in this area, so we're proud of that, and our goal is to keep growing it every year, and next year we'll be shooting for that 200.
If If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
Well, we've got our winners. We talked to them a little earlier. Peter Matassa, Vic Cavaruso. Guys, congratulations. 20.04, if I'm not mistaken. $12,500 in the pocket. It was a good day, I would say.
Oh, yeah, that's sure.
Well, let's talk about it. You kind of said what you were going to do, but you're going to have to split it. Obviously, you two guys, but what's going to happen with some big-time money?
I don't know. Let my wife decide, I guess, what to do with it. And the grandkids, I'm sure, will be happy.
Well, guys, you came out here for a good cause. You were out here to fish and enjoy yourselves and came away with something great. Congratulations. We really appreciate y'all being out here.
Thank you.
And we'd like to thank the Children's Hospital for putting this on. It was a great, and all the sponsors that had it. It's really a good event. And like I say, you can tell by the turnout, y'all did good, very good.
Again, guys, it's Peter Matassa and Vic Cavaruso, our winners today with a stringer of 5 bass, 20 pounds, 20.04 pounds. Just a great stringer and a great day on a tough day.
Oh, yeah. It was raining. It was tough.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Y'all have a great, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, thank you, John.
Appreciate it, guys. Right. Peter and Vic, winners today of the Brian Harris Children's Hospital Bass Classic.
If you don't buy your next Chevy from Brian Harris, you might as well be doing this. Save big on 2011 Chevy Extended Cab. Now just $20,869 or get 0% for 60 months. Save more with a 33 mpg Malibu LS, $17,797 or 0 for 60. Hey, who's got money to waste? Save your money at Brian Harris Chevrolet on Florida.
We're going to earn your trust.
We're seeing a little bit of everything here at the Brian Harris Children's Hospital Bass Classic. Sunshine early, the clouds rolled in, and then it got really bad. A lot of fishermen out on the water when tornadoes rolled through, but it didn't stop them. In fact, we have awarded $12,500 for the grand prize today. 172 boats, 344 fishermen vying for that grand prize and bringing in that big stringer. Also, we awarded 3 grand prizes for the biggest bass. Of course, we need to thank Brian Harris and Mike Venable for all the hard work that they do and allowing us to be here. And we are so glad that you're watching the Brian Harris Children's Hospital Bass Classic exclusively on Cox 4. Have a great day, everybody.